On the outskirts of Polokwane in the Limpopo province lies more than 80 years of excellence and a reputation for superior pig genetics. This is because Mockford Farms not only focuses on developing genetics that will make its customers more profitable, but also aspires to improve the eating experience of the consumer while taking the welfare of their production animals seriously.
This looks like a party. What is this?
Okay, so now this is all pregnant sows in this house here. And again, they've come down, let's say, just from the service house. And they've taken a nice slow walk into these big pens that you can see. It's got lots of access to light and natural air. And they're in here for just less than 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. From here to the farrowing house.
Okay, and what are these crates for?
The crates are there for the naughty sows, or let's say the sows that want to get away from the naughty sows. Every now and again there is one or two that decides to go and try and steal one of the other pigs' foods or food, and so it does protect them. They are also, you know, they have their own social environment, so some of them like to have their own private space in a crate, and some of them like to just lie on top of each other. That's just the way they are. But as you can tell, there's no gates on these crates, and there never has been on this farm, and there certainly never will be any crates on this farm during this gestation period. They've got access to a lot of space.
So just explain, why is this important for welfare?
Well, there's a lot happening, you know, in the sow's body at the moment. I mean, she's potentially, you know, got between 10 or 12 or, again, like I said earlier on, 22 piglets, and she needs to make sure that she's in the right conditions to be able to carry all the way to farrowing. She doesn't have the right nutrition, if she's under stress, if she's in an environment that is not suitable to her, she's going to abort. Naturally, that's what animals do, they're going to abort. So we do need to make sure that the conditions that they're in during this extremely important time is favorable to the sow. Okay, so our goal is to have 800 to 850 weaners moved to the next facility every single week. So it's a big cycle, lots of pressure, 52 weeks of the year that everything has to happen according to plan. We somehow slip up along the way, we don't reach that target, and that'll put a huge knock-on effect on us at this facility.
I can imagine. So what would you say you do differently than other farmers in this first phase?
We care. I think we just, I'd like to think that everybody cares, but, somewhere along the line, maybe bigger farmers have lost that sense of care and passion, but it's been installed with us over 3 generations to care and be passionate about these lovely animals, and not just chase the dollar at the end of the day. It's about making sure that overall you've got a good symbiotic relationship, or a good relationship with your sows and farm, and make sure that you put this all together.
So what do you do to care for these animals?
We've installed that passion into our staff. If your staff aren't passionate, I can't be here all the time to catch pigs. So they've got that care as well. These pigs were born last night, and each one of them would have been towel dried, hand towel dried with a specific towel just for this pen itself. There's not many farmers, or there's not many attendees in these facilities that would do that on every farm. And then, of course, we put a huge emphasis into the sow as well and her recovery. Some of them could have up to 22 piglets born alive
Wow.
in each farrowing. Yeah, it's massive numbers, and there's a lot happening in the psychology of her and just her body trying to recover from that. So it's important that we get her back to recovery as quickly as possible.
So what happens after this? Where are we going next?
Okay, so every Thursday we have that set amount of weaners that we go on to the next facility, as we are multi-site farm. And as soon as they move from here, the sows take a slow leisure walk, and they can take as long as they want. They get quite a bit of sunshine outside, they play. Some of them, cause a bit of destruction on the way, but we don't mind. There's no rush. They've been in here for 4 weeks, so they take their time getting back to the service house, and in the service house, the whole new cycle starts again. And in the following Tuesday, after weaning, a lot of the sows would be reserved again, which is incredible to be able to have an animal that would cycle that quick again after weaning. So Leanside is our main genetic hub, and definitely one of my most favorite sites. This is where a lot happens. We've got our 3 breeds that we keep absolutely pure here. The large white landrace as our dam line, and the big beautiful Duroc as our terminal sire. And so all that we're doing here is that we're importing semen from Denmark, and we are choosing the best sows to put the imported semen on, so that we can make as quick genetic progress as possible.
So you have a nice Danbred shirt on there. What's the relationship there?
So we started up a really nice link with Danbred International back in 2017, and at that stage we felt there was another need for alternative or another option of genetics in South Africa. We were also looking at something that we felt would be the best for commercial farmers, and something that we found very quickly was in Danbred International is that they knew about modern farming and genetic improvements and the importance of efficiency, and so it just made the most perfect choice to link up with Danbred. And at that stage we had a perfect collaboration with other partners within South Africa, with vets, with industry role players, that made it all possible.
So while we're on the topic of genetics, how does that impact the meat that you produce?
That mostly comes down to the Duroc. The Duroc is very well known across the world just for its particularly amazing meat quality, and the whole time we are constantly selecting for that carcass quality, if it's leanness or fast growth, but that comes down to the terminal Duroc.
How does it work here? What's happening? What's going on?
So this is actually the starting point, so how we get our genetic progress here out to our customers. So we bring in frozen semen into the lab, and from here we can thaw it out. We then choose the absolutely best sows that get selected for the frozen semen, and then from there that eventually gets out to the customers in the best way possible.